So here's the deal. If you want to experience life better, if you want to reduce your stress, if you don't want to be controlled by your external circumstances, if you want to have more inner peace, if you want to experience life from a place of centeredness, right? Centeredness, and not being pulled by every single thing, right? We have to learn, we have to decide, we have to commit, we have to be intentional about, right? This is one of the most important things with mental health. We have to evolve into the kind of person who lives and experiences life by what they want to feel, what they intend to feel, what they prefer to feel, as opposed to what we feel based on external circumstances, right? So, case in point, one of my trees, I think, got struck by lightning or something yesterday. And so it's down. It's down and it's out, right? It needs to be removed. It broke in half. And that is causing me a challenge right now, right? But I have to remember, I have to learn to observe. This is what you all need to do. We have to learn to observe the situation without being controlled emotionally by the situation, right? So that's one level of kind of superseding your circumstances, right? So the reason most people are stressed out is that we're having, as humans, we're having an emotional response because we're human. This is what we do. Unless you're a sociopath and you don't have connection to your emotions, we're being emotionally triggered by things throughout the day, right? So boom, we can be triggered by whatever we're dreaming about. Before we even wake up in the morning, we're triggered, right? So we could be triggered by what we were dreaming about, or the quality of the sleep we had last night. Then we wake up, we're triggered by the alarm. Then we're going to have an initial reaction mentally, like, oh, I don't want to get up. Or for people who know better, right, who are smarter about the situation, who know better, they know to be intentional, to decide ahead of time how they're going to feel in the morning, right? So you have the people who are controlled by the programming of their mind or the triggering of the situation, and they're experiencing that quality of mental health and emotional well-being in the moment. And then you have the people who have learned that you have to decide ahead of time how you're going to feel. So if I want to feel amazing and motivated and inspired and, you know, get up and go, I have to decide that the night before. I can't just wait till I wake up and then decide like, okay, I'm going to have a great day. No, you have to decide before you go to bed that you're going to have a great day, so that you're not emotionally dragged by everything that happens that morning, right? So it really does take intention, and I'll probably make a longer video on this more in depth. But just remember, you know, we're humans, and so we're going to have emotional reactions to stuff. But you want to decide ahead of time that you want to be the kind of person who decides the quality of day you're going to have, regardless of the struggles, the stressors, the traumas, the triggers, whatever is going on that day. Okay? Now, give yourself grace, right? Because there's a learning curve here, right? It takes practice. That we're not born this way. We're born to have a negative reaction. We're born to go into fight, flight, freeze. We're born to live in the survival mind. That's how we were created. So for you to become the kind of person that decides to live in creation versus survival, a creative mentality versus a survival mentality, a positive, expanded mentality versus a constricted and negative, low vibration mentality, that takes intention. That takes a new level of awareness and wisdom and just vibrational alignment, right? That you decide. So that means you have to become more aware of the words that you're speaking, right? Because by nature, you know, by programming, by upbringing, by just nature of being human, the brain is negatively skewed. So when we see a situation, our brain is immediately going to go to, oh man, ah, F, what the heck, it's going to like, we get offended so quickly, this kind of thing. So you need to become a practitioner of non-attachment, right? So you guys look up non-attachment today. You want to learn to observe the circumstance and not be emotionally controlled by it. You want to decide ahead of time the quality of thoughts that you want to have every day, because it becomes part of your identity. It has to become part of your identity. This isn't something that you're just doing, right? This is who you are becoming. You are becoming the kind of person that speaks life over yourself, that speaks Bible verses over yourself, that rebukes the enemy, right? You decide ahead of time the quality of life that you want to have, the quality of emotions. And it's not to say that you're going to be perfect with it, right? Because we're all human, right? We're all human. We have our moments. But the point of it all is that we're learning not to stay the same. We're learning that the old version of me curses things like, oh man, this effing tree fell, right? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to observe the tree and be like, okay, yes, this is untimely. This is unfortunate. I don't really need this situation right now, but I'm not going to be controlled by it. I'm going to choose to have a positive perspective. I'm going to choose ahead of time, because this is the personality I want to have. I'm choosing ahead of time to be a solution-focused person, right? It takes intention. It takes a decision. So I hope you guys think about that. Go back and listen to this again, because I gave you like a lot of good stuff there. I was gonna say, I gave you hella information right there that people pay lots and lots and lots of money in therapy for, and going to different kind of metaphysical classes and things like that. But you cannot continue to be the same person you've always been and get different results. Okay, Einstein said something about that, right? He said something to the effect that you can't create, you can't use the same mind that created the problem to create the solution, right? You have to have a different level of mind. All right, so that's my challenge for you guys. And also, speaking of challenge, join my mental health and financial wealth challenge tomorrow. Go to capricruz.com. I'm so excited, you guys. Oh, it's jam-packed. We're going to talk about mind, we're going to talk about mission, we're going to talk about money, because these are the 3 pillars of a great life. Spirituality, mentality, how your brain works, your emotions, your biochemistry, all that comes from the mind. The nervous system, how to control your anxiety, how to control your negative thoughts. We're going over all of that, right? And then we're going to talk about your mission and your money, because listen, just like my tree dropping, right? That's going to cost me probably $1,200 to get that cut down and get hauled off and everything like that, right? So we want to be able to have this money. I told y'all the other day about the lady in 7-Eleven, her AC, she's like 70 years old, her AC broke. I want to be the kind of person that can help people like that. I don't want to see people suffer. And I want you to consider being a person like that too. That if you see someone, this is the point of making money, right? Other than surviving. We're here to make the money, more money than you can even imagine, right? For me, I believe everybody should at a minimum earn $250,000 a year. And so I teach the $25,000 formula, which also gives you an extra $50,000 buffer for the year, being $300,000 for taxes and other things, right? So you could pick whatever number you want. I like that number. And then you go from there. I teach people to go from there and then escalate, right? And the point of it all is not for you. There's only so much money we can enjoy as an individual, right? And most of us, we don't need more than $300,000 a year, right? But guess who needs more money? Older people, single parents. We could do a lot of things. Some of my friends are building schools overseas for third world countries, right? Tom's Shoes. It's you buy one pair of shoes, and then he sends or the company sends a pair of shoes to people who don't own shoes. So that's the point of earning money, right? To get your life in a place where you don't have any more financial challenges, and then to help other people so that we can make this world a better place, you guys, okay? It takes money. Like, don't be delusional. We live in a world that revolves based on money and love and kindness, right? So I want more money for you. I want more love for you. I want more kindness for you. And start with yourself, okay? Be loving and be kind to yourself. Believe, continue to believe in your dream. Create the dream. I talked to somebody yesterday. They didn't have a dream. The moment we no longer have a dream for our future, the moment that we're no longer contributing to the betterment of humanity, we're as good as that dead tree over there. We've died inside. Don't die inside, okay? All right. Sign up for the challenge, and I'll see you tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. 1 hour a day, general admission or VIP, whatever level you want to have access to work with me, and I'll see you there. Bye.